Welcome to the introduction of the sewing machines in our Calvin textile room. Brother A16 machines, amazing digital machines that even thread their own needles. First thing to note is that each machine has a number right here and 1 to 12, and that has a corresponding bag with the same number, so that obviously machine 9 is going to have a bag with machine 9 written on it. In that bag you're going to find two things: a cord that you plug into the electricity and a foot pedal that you plug into the machine. The black cord, after you've plugged it into the electricity, you plug it in like that, and your foot pedal cord, which is the white one, has a little connecting part there that you also plug in on the same side, but in a little circular section there, like so. So black cord, white cord, ready to go. Once you've plugged the foot pedal in, it goes on the ground because that's where your feet are located. And they are the first steps to set up your machine.
Yay!
So the first thing you need to do after you've plugged in the machine is switch it on, and that's that little button here. That switches the machine on and it turns the light on for you. The first thing you need to do when threading the machine is you need to put the cotton on the cotton spool, like so, and there's a little stopper that you put over the top of that. Your first step with the cotton actually has a little label on the machine that says number 1. You need to hook the cotton under number 1 and you'll hear it make that clicking sound. Then you can see number 2 here on the visual. What that means is that you need to come behind this section. From here, you follow this little ridge all the way down to this section here, and you'll see number 3. What you do is you loop it under, bring it all the way back up to the top. From here you have a little hook. You need to make sure the cotton hooks on that hook, which is just inside this little section. And then you bring the cotton back down the second little ridge down to the bottom here, and you'll see a 5 written there. Step 6 is that little hook in there, and what you need to do is you need to slide the cotton in there and pull back, and you'll feel it clip in to the hook. From here you'll see a number 7, but you also have a little picture that shows you how to do number 7 and number 8. So number 7 is this little hook here, and it comes around this circular part. And number 8, you bring the cotton up and you sit it on this hook here. This is the fun part where the machine will thread itself. So what you need to do is you've got a lever here. You need to pull that lever down and the machine will then thread itself. It's already threaded, but you just want to pull it through like so. And then it needs to go through the little ridge in the foot and then pull it to the back of the machine, and that is your machine threaded.
Yay!
The next part to threading a machine is putting the bobbin in, and that lives in this little section here underneath this see-through lid. So what you do is you pull this little release button to the side, and that lifts the top of the bobbin case for you. You sit your chosen bobbin colour inside this little section here, and it will also show you a little picture of how you need to thread the cotton. So what you do is you start off by getting it to go through this little groove here. So it really needs to tuck in behind that groove. Then you bring it up around this groove, follow it all the way down to there. Then you replace the lid like that, and that is all you need to do for your bobbin. And when you start sewing, it'll sort itself out. Once you're ready to sew, you pop your cotton under the machine foot, and there's a little release button here that you need to pull down, and you'll hear it click, And that means that it's got the cotton in place, ready for you to sew. You obviously put your foot on the machine pedal and away you go. Once you've finished stitching what you want to stitch, you also re-lift that little foot. You make sure that over here you've got a little winder that you wind your needle up. These machines make it so that the needle always finishes down in the cotton or the material, and that's a safety feature, so you will always need to wind it back up. You bring it out, and on the side of the machine there's a little cutter, and you just use it to cut your cotton. So the last thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to fill the bobbin. What you do is you pop your bobbin on this little bobbin holder here. You can keep your cotton on the cotton spool, and your first step is the same as if you were threading the machine, step 1 here, but you've noticed there's a little bit of a different diagram, and that shows you the steps to take to filling the bobbin. So it's step 1 here, step 2 the same, coming behind. Step 3 you can see goes up over this little circular section here, and then you bring your thread to the bobbin, wind it around a few times, and what you need to do then is click your bobbin to the side like that, and that will tell your machine that you're ready to fill the bobbin. You need to put your foot on the pedal, and that will fill your bobbin. And you can keep going until it stops naturally. It will stop when it's full. And once you've finished that, just remember to click back your bobbin lever so that your machine can function normally. Take your bobbin off and just snip that with some scissors.